Okay. Hello, all of you. I hope you all are very much fine. In this pandemic, you are taking care of your health. So, today, on behalf of Bruhan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika, I welcome you all for e-learning classes. Okay. So, you are on this channel. Do share and subscribe to this channel on YouTube. A channel name you all know, and also press the bell icon to get the further notification. Now let's start our study today. We are going to study science, lesson number 7, nutrition and diet, by your teacher Pinakini Joshi. Okay, here you can see lot of food articles, food items are there. So I just want to ask you two questions. Why do we eat food, and what are the nutrients we get from it? Can you answer?
Yes, miss, I can answer.
Yes. Well,
I am eat for my body health.
very good for your health. Absolutely correct. And why we eat that? What do we get from that food? That you get your health remains very healthy.
What means?
So why you eat that? What do you get from food?
Miss,
Yes, beta.
we eat food because we have already eaten food, but within 1 hour to 2 hours we want other food also, because our body food was digested and it was gone to our energy, and we have used that, so we want more energy.
Absolutely fine. Your concept is correct, but you didn't get my question. I said what do you get, or what nutrient you get from the food? Okay, let me tell you why we eat food. Let us move ahead, and let me tell you. Okay, so we take food, or we eat food because we want energy, we want to grow, and we want to carry out our day-to-day functions, and also to fight diseases. See, in right now we are facing corona. If you are healthy, fit and fine, then only you can fight this disease, right? And my second question, which Pankini didn't get, is what are the main nutrients which we get from food? So these are carbohydrates, fats, protein, fiber, vitamin and mineral. These are called nutrients. For these things, now we eat food. We eat food to get all these nutrients. Now let us study this one by one. So first of all, the most important nutrient we need in our daily food is carbohydrate. So you can see some pictures here, and these are all your daily food. Every day you eat this roti, chapati, dal, rice. Can you tell me why every day mommy is telling you to eat roti? Huh? Or every day she will tell you that eat some rice, eat some dal, eat bhakri, right? Your mommy doesn't give you bread every day. Why? Why you eat all these things?
Miss,
Yeah, beta?
Miss, all I eat roti because roti will give vitamins and energy.
Yeah, roti gives us energy. It gives us carbohydrates. See, our main need, why we eat,
Yes.
we eat because we need energy, and our energy need is fulfilled by carbohydrates. Carbohydrate is the main nutrient which gives us energy. So our diet includes, so naturally we will have to eat more of carbohydrates, and this carbohydrate we get it from cereals. Cereals means from which your mommy prepares rice, chapati, bhakri and all. So cereal is our staple. Wherever you go in India, anywhere, most of the houses eat cereals, chapati, bagri. Maybe it wheat chapati or maybe it rice chapati or jowar or bajri. But generally we eat cereals. You know cereals, right? I'll show you some pictures of cereals. These are the cereals and pulses available in our houses. And we eat different articles from these cereals to get our energy, right? So you understood. Now second nutrient is fat. With fat is also very important because some part of our energy requirement is not everything is fulfilled by carbohydrates. We require fat also. So to fulfill that need, we eat oil, ghee and butter. So at your home, your mommy is using this while preparing food, right? You are eating butter on bread. Yeah, even ghee you put it on roti. So these are the food articles we use to get our requirement of energy. So the most important thing we have to remember here is we get energy in the form of heat from the food we eat. So when you go to market to purchase tomatoes and potatoes, you say 1 kilo dena bhaiya ji, 2 kilo dena. In the same way, the heat is also measured in the form of kilocalories. Hence, the energy in food items is also measured in kilocalories. And as you are a small children, around 2000 to 2500 calories you will require daily to fulfill your need. So in short, I will say that to remain healthy, you will have to eat food which will give you 2000 to 2500 calories. So we'll see further how it can be fulfilled. Now third nutrient is protein. See children, this is very important. Can anybody tell me from which food you can get protein? Can you tell me? Which food give you protein? Yes, Pankini?
Miss, with our dal, pulses,
Very good.
and bhajis.
Very good, correct. But you must be watching TV, right? So you'll be watching some advertisement of Bonvita and Boost and all, right? So they say you should drink more of milk. As a child, you should always drink 1 glass of milk at least.
Milk and egg.
Milk and egg, very good. We need protein because protein is very necessary for your growth, repairing and wear and tear of body and for other life processes. See, you want to increase your height. Now you don't want to be like small tiny creatures. You want to increase your height. If you every day you play, you fall, and sometimes you get wounds and scratches on your body. So to overcome all those, you need protein for your in your daily life. So we get protein from sprouts, moong and all you eat, na? So that protein you get it from there, milk and milk product, even from non-vegetarian item like meat and eggs. But one more thing I would like to tell you that, see here there is a chart of protein food which you from the these are the food from which you get protein, and they're very much high in protein. As you can observe here, there are meat and fish, cheese, eggs, chicken, fish, but more of non-vegetarian foods are there. Non-vegetarian foods have pure, like directly you can get a lot of protein from there. But what about those who don't eat non-veg? So there are veg articles from which you get protein in high quality. Now here you can see there's an egg picture here, because nowadays some of the people consider egg as vegetarian. We may not consider it as vegetarian. It is non-veg for us. But nowadays people consider egg as vegetarian. So I have put this in this chart. So these are the vegetarian item which you can eat at your home. These are for all non-vegetarian and vegetarian. So from these both the food you can get protein. Next. Now, let's move for the minerals and vitamins. So, to improve the body's resistance to diseases and for other life processes, body needs vitamins. Say children, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, don't mix up everything. Huh? All of them have different function to perform in our body, right? So, we obtain this nutrient from vegetables and fruit. Remember this. Minerals and vitamins are generally available from vegetables and fruit. So we require vitamins and minerals in very small quantities. It is very small. We don't want more, like how we eat carbohydrates more because we want more energy. But vitamins and minerals are required in very small quantities. But if you don't eat properly, then their deficiency will lead to various diseases. So the body needs some these types of inorganic substances. These are called minerals. So don't just understand this, and you will after this lesson you will understand that how minerals and vitamins is important for our body. Now moving further, see there are a list of minerals here, and the function is given, even the sources from which you get these minerals, and deficiency means if you don't eat these minerals, what can happen to you. I will explain you and show you some pictures further. But now for now, see iron. What is the importance of iron? It carries oxygen to all parts of our body. See, we live because we intake oxygen, and oxygen is necessary for each and every part of our body. So carrying of oxygen is done by iron, and iron you will get from green and leafy vegetables. And if you don't eat iron, you will face anemia. I'll show you all the pictures of these diseases later on afterwards. So calcium, second is calcium and phosphorus. Calcium is very important to strengthen your bones and teeth. If you want your teeth shiny and you want your bones to be strong, you will have to eat more of calcium. And for that, you have to drink more of milk, and you have to eat more of milk product. Also green vegetables and meat if you eat non-veg. So if you have calcium and phosphorus in proper amount, you will not have bad teeth. You will your mouth will not smell badly, and your bones will be very strong. So now moving further, iodine is also an important mineral. You get it. What iodine does, it helps in controlling growth. So it speed up our whatever chemical reaction going on in our body. Na, it speed up. Iron helps in speeding up that reactions. So iron you get from raisins, bean, fish, and seafood. If you don't take iron, it will lead to goiter. So I'll show you pictures of all these diseases. So next mineral is sodium and potassium. So main sodium and potassium mainly you get it from salt also. Mainly the body water balance and functioning of the muscle and the nervous system, it controls. So salt, cheese, leafy vegetable, fruits and pulses give you sodium and potassium. But suppose if you don't eat proper sodium and potassium, if you don't intake, then you will get cramps in muscle. See, many of your even Hindu and Muslim and all castes, we observe fasting, right? So if for whole day, if you don't eat anything, next day you will get cramps in your muscle, you feel weak. It because of the sodium and potassium. This is very necessary. If you don't take salt in your food, then also you will feel a little very weak and kind of thing, right? So these minerals are very important. Now let us move further. Let's study vitamins. Children, this is very important for you. So I hope you'll give proper attention in vitamins to understand vitamin. See, vitamins are of two types: water soluble and other. What will be the other one? Yesterday you have learned. One is water soluble, and second is one is soluble in one vitamin.
Water soluble, water insoluble vitamins.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Some vitamins are soluble in water, while some are insoluble vitamins, that is, they are not soluble in water, right? So what are these water soluble vitamins? So mainly just remember vitamin B and vitamin C, it dissolve easily in water. So they are called water soluble vitamins. See children, one more thing you have to remember this, and you have to tell your mummy also. What your mummy does, she cuts vegetables and then she put it in water, right? So what will happen when you have cut your vegetables? Whatever vitamin B and C is there, it will get dissolved in water. And what mummy does, after chopping the vegetable, she just cook vegetable and throw the water. So your vitamin and vitamin B and C has gone in water. So tell your mummy to wash vegetable first and then cut. Okay, you got me? So you have to cut your vegetable first. You wash it properly, like spinach. You have to wash it and then cut it and directly cook it. Don't like clean your vegetables after cutting, right? So this vitamin B and C is thrown out of our body through the water in sweat and urine. So every day you go to a washroom, right? All you are sweating. So your vitamin B and C also get out of your body through these two processes. That is why regular supply of this vitamin is necessary. So if it is going out of our body, then our need will not be fulfilled. So that's why we need these vitamin in proper supply. Now B complex vitamins that we call B1, B2, B3, B6, B9 and B12. These are the important types of vitamins, children, and you must have these vitamins in your diet. Now let us see about water insoluble vitamins. These vitamins are insoluble in water. That's why we call it insoluble vitamins. But these are soluble in fatty substance. These are soluble in your ghee and oil or butter, whatever you have used. Now they get soluble in that. Okay, they get stored in the body, right? So these vitamins are there. They get stored. They don't get washed up with urine and your sweat. Why? These types of vitamin are A, D, K and K. These are the fat soluble vitamins. Right. Now we will see each vitamin one by one. See, now here you have to pay attention, and if you want, you can take screenshot of each vitamins, each food articles to see whether you are taking it or not. Right. Let us see vitamin A. What it does, it protects our eyes. So if you want to make your eyes very strong, you don't want specs, you don't want people to call you chashmish, you have to eat vitamin A. It also helps to keep your skin very nice. All the beautiful girls, you have to remember this. You want your skin, you don't want pimples on your face, right? So you have to eat these fruits. Vitamin A is very necessary for you. All the boys, you want to be strong, na? You want your bones very strong, like how Salman Khan and Hrithik Roshan has, how they fight. So your bones, to keep your bones and teeth healthy, you have to take vitamin A. So from which food you will get vitamin A? Can you tell me from the picture? Vitamin A? Okay, can you tell me from the
This papaya,
Yes.
then butternut, squashes, cantaloupes,
Cantaloupes.
dry apricots, mango, milk, carrot, sweet potato, dark green leafy vegetable.
Okay, so carrot, milk, butter, dark green leafy vegetables, sweet potatoes. So mainly those deep yellow fruits, all that yellow types of fruits, and this is the identification of vitamin E. All yellow kinds of fruits have more amount of vitamin A. Okay, so you start eating all this. Now, next, but suppose if you don't eat, what will happen? See this picture. See this lady. She is having night blindness. Night blindness means you cannot see in night. After 6 o'clock in the evening, you can't see. Look at her eyes. Look at her, the skin of these children. Look at the skin of these guys. Please unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, sorry. So look at this girl, look at her skin. You don't want your skin to be like this, na? So you have to eat more of vitamin A. Now moving further to vitamin B1. Now let us study about B complex vitamins. So first is vitamin, why it is called B complex? Because there are B1, B2, B9, B12, many types of vitamin in B groups. So vitamin B1. So why it is helpful? It is helps in proper functioning of nervous system and heart. So if you want your brain to be very sharp, you want to be like, I'm telling to all the children, if you want to be smart, you want to get good grades in your exam, you have to eat vitamin B1, right? So these are the foods in front of you, like milk, fish, meat, cereals, nuts and pulses, which give you vitamin B1 in ample of amount. You will get lot of vitamin B1 from these food. So further, when mummy tells you to eat roti chapati, na, don't say no. Tell mummy, mummy today prepare moong, today prepare chana, and eat nuts, huh? Pulses and nuts, and every day eat milk, drink milk. So you'll get lot of vitamin B1 protein, and you'll get healthy, and your brain will work fast. Okay. But if you don't eat vitamin B1, what will happen? See, there is a nerve disorder called beriberi. See, you can see here this child's legs. When you will press it, press with the finger, the whole thing goes inside. Huh? This is the muscle weakness. See this boys or girls' hand, how it looks. You don't want your hands and legs like this, na? So you have to eat more of B1 vitamins. Okay, now again moving further for vitamin B9. It is necessary for the growth of your body. B9 is very necessary. As I told you, you don't want to be like that tingujis, right? You want to grow. Now you want your height very nicely. So you have to eat vitamin B9, and all green vegetables, papayas and kiwis will give you vitamin B9. But suppose you don't like green vegetables, because many of your mummies always complain, teacher, he's not eating green vegetables, he's not eating methi, palak. Your mummy tells, na, she always complains. So suppose children, if you don't eat vitamin B9, what will happen? You will get improper growth. So improper growth means, you can see here, look at the legs of this child. So this thing can happen to you. Even RBCs, as you all know, red blood cell in our body, it will not develop. So this is the normal condition when people have RBCs. But when you don't eat B9, you will face anemia, right? So your red blood cell will decrease. And when what other thing will happen, you will get forgetfulness, means you will forget things. You will learn one answer, and the very next time, within 5 minutes, you will forget the answer. So in your studies also, you won't score more. See here, this guy, he's showing his muscle. Look at his muscle. He is not healthy. Look at his muscles. So there will be a slow movement of in your body muscle, right? So this is very important. You should eat. Now vitamin B12. So as I told you, B12, it helps in formation of red blood cells. So it is necessary for you to eat meat, milk product. If you are a vegetarian, you will not going to eat meat, right? So you can eat milk product, you can eat paneer, curd, right? So these will give you vitamin B12. Now moving further on, if you don't take vitamin B12, what will happen? You will face anemia. Anemia means how you will find out whether you have anemia or not. You can see, compare your hand like this. The yellow part of that, whomsoever is there with yellow hand, he is having anemia, because he is an yellow, he is not having red blood cells, right? See here, the normal level of blood cells, here it is shown in the first picture. So many red blood cells are there, right? And when anemia patient is there, they have lack of red blood cells. That's why this hand is yellow and one right side hand is red. So you don't want your hand to be like this, na? You want to be healthy. So you eat healthy food, vegetables and all. See, vitamin C, children, this is very necessary nowadays. See, one research has said that to fight corona, your vitamin C level in your body should be high. Why? Because it protects body tissue and formation of collagen. Means, once suppose you have fallen down, you got scratch on your body, right? So to heal that skin, this vitamin C is necessary. So it is also, collagen is a protein kind of a thing, and it is necessary for your gums, your teeth, your bones, and for your skin. So to get vitamin C, you have to eat amla, kiwi, oranges, and other citrus food. You're like, na, when school is like, when you are going to school, there are some people who are selling mangoes and this oranges and avlas, and what you eat, that khatti imli, right? It also has vitamin C, but I will prefer that you eat at home cabbage, tomatoes and green vegetables. This will also give you vitamin C. But what happens if you don't eat vitamin C? See this. Many of you must have faced this problem, bleeding in your gums from your teeth, right? And other main, you will have thyroid problem if you don't eat vitamin C. See the neck of this lady, it has grown because we have thyroid in our neck. So suppose if you don't take vitamin C, you will have this thyroid problem. See this guy, he has got stitches in his hand, but because he is not taking proper vitamin C, his wound is not healing, right? He's getting pus and all. This is looking very bad, right? So we don't want all these things. So we will eat vitamin C, right? Now moving further, this is very important, vitamin D. You don't have to need any extra food because you get vitamin D from sun rays. But nowadays it is raining too much and you are at your home, so you are not exposed to sunlight more. So it is necessary for you to eat many other foods which give you vitamin D. So like milk, eggs, butter, this will provide you with vitamin D. It absorbs, what vitamin D do? It absorbs calcium and phosphorus from your food, and it helps in for your healthy bones and teeth. So vitamin D is equally necessary. Now if you don't eat vitamin D, what will happen? See this. Look at these pictures. This is called disease rickets. So what happens? Your bones become soft and it will give you pain. And anytime if you sit very fast or heavily, your bone will break. If you will fall down, your bone will break. So to make your bone very strong, vitamin D is necessary, right? Now, next vitamin is vitamin E. This is very necessary for all my sweet little beautiful girls because it helps in smoothing the function of metabolism inside our cells, reproduction, maintaining efficiency of muscle cells. It keeps your skin and hair very nice. So if you want your skin and hair very nice, you want long hair, you have to eat vitamin E. This vitamin E you will get from all the oils you have at your home. Olive oils, coconut oil, sunflower oil. Mummy prepared now all food in this oil. Also white, green leafy vegetables and wheat germs, that is sprouted cereals and pulses you should eat. So that will give you vitamin E. But if you don't eat vitamin E, what will happen? Your muscle will be weak. See here, this guy, his muscle is so strong, and this fellow is like, what you call it, kekada. He can easily, somebody can punch and throw him down, right? So you don't want your muscle to be weak, so you will eat more of vitamin E. And your reproduction means like when the girls grow up, they don't have proper vitamin E, they cannot deliver a child, right? Even you get skin diseases. See their skin. You want your skin to be like this. See, this is so bad, na? And it is so allergic. You will get itching every time if you have this kind of skin. So you will start eating vitamin E in proper proportion, right? Now let's move further. Let's study about vitamin K. Vitamin K helps in clotting. Clotting means suppose you fall down and your skin started losing blood. So if you don't have vitamin K, what vitamin K does? It stops bleeding, right? So what vitamin K, you will get it from green leafy vegetables, from green cabbage, from broccoli, sprouted pulses. Yellow part of egg will give you more of vitamin K. But suppose you don't eat vitamin K, again same problem. If you will get hurt, your blood will not stop. Excessive bleeding, and it may lead to suppose due to excessive bleeding, you will you lose lot of blood, and I'll have to take you to the hospital if you are in the school, right? So we don't want all these things, children. So eat proper. So now you must have understood importance of vitamins, right? So always remember that some vitamins are very sensitive to heat and light. For example, vitamin C is easily destroyed. So if you will cook more food, like again and again you are eating your bhaji, then you will lose all vitamins during cooking. Therefore, vitamin C rich food should be eaten raw. As I told you, amla, then kiwi, and all this should be eaten raw. So Now moving further, this is the new term. This much you have learned, right? So you know everything about all vitamin, minerals, and you all have understood the importance of vitamins and minerals. Now, did you have heard about probiotic? Can you tell me probiotics? What are probiotics? Have you heard this term? Probiotics? Can anyone answer? What are probiotics? Yes. There are.
Food that probiotic means the eating who have probiotics food with it will help to digest our food.
Absolutely correct. Probiotics helps to digest our food, but how it helps, let me explain you. See, there are some useful microorganisms. You must have seen your mummy preparing yogurt from milk. What does she do? She takes 1 spoon of yogurt and she put it in milk and she keep it like that for 6 to 7 hours. That there are some bacteria, microorganisms in your curd, right? Dahi mein, there are some microorganisms which convert milk. The milk say it prepares curd. It helps to make curd from milk. So these microorganisms are probiotics. So they are present in buttermilk. You call it chas. So in buttermilk and in curd, there are probiotics. These microorganisms are there. These are probiotics. So lakhs of microorganisms are there in our intestine. See, this is so scary to hear that microorganisms are there in our body. But children, these microorganisms are our friends. They are useful to us. They are present in such a large number is essential for our health. It is required. If we say that we don't want this microorganism in our body, then we will get diseases. These microorganisms are our friends. So these are helpful to us. So to maintain them in our body, we include probiotics. So those microorganisms we want to keep them there in our intestine, we use probiotic. We include probiotics such as yogurt and buttermilk. That's why you should eat dahi, yogurt, curd, or buttermilk chas in your daily diet. So when we suppose due to any of the reason you get loose motions or vomiting, but as you go to urinate more often or to toilet, you throw out these microorganisms. For that reason, you have to eat buttermilk, right? So there are some medicines which also kills this microorganism. Therefore, we need to take extra yogurt and buttermilk to restore, to prevent these microorganisms to go out of our body. Now, a balanced diet. Let's move further. You all have understood about probiotic. What is a balanced diet? Can you tell me what is balanced diet? Diet and that is also balanced. What is this?
Miss, balanced diet means we want to eat all food like fats, minerals, vitamins, then fruits and vegetables, cereal and pulses. We should want.
Absolutely correct, beta. See, by now you must have understood the importance of all the nutrients, right? Protein, fats, whatever I have explained you, I have showed you. If you don't take, what will happen? So everything must be, all the nutrient must be there in your food, right? So balanced diet is whatever you consume in a day from morning to night is your diet. So this diet should contain proper amount of all the nutrients. Then it is called balanced diet. See, if I love pav bhaji, for example, and in the morning, in breakfast, if I take pav bhaji, in the afternoon, I eat pav bhaji, night, I eat pav bhaji, is it okay? Is it good? Is pav bhaji is going to give me all the nutrients? No, it will not give me, because there are certain nutrients which are not available in pav bhaji. Though it is very tasty, but I will lack other nutrients, right? So it is necessary to eat balanced diet. So to build a strong and healthy body, you need all nutrients in right proportion and in sufficient quantities also. It is not that little of vitamin C, little of vitamin A will do. No, in proper quantities for your daily diet. So they say eat well, live well, and be well. Be always healthy, right? So now how I will decide, how I can say whether I'm eating properly or not, how I can prepare my balanced diet. So see here children, this is a pyramid of balanced diet. See here, you can see that more number of proportion from our food should be from cereals and millets, right? The down one, more number. So that will give you more of protein, right? Protein and carbohydrates and all. Then little lesser fruits and vegetable. Then include pulses and dairies to your food, and then very less amount of fats and sugar. See, if you like sugar, it doesn't mean that every day you eat more sugar, because it in fact it will harm your health. So this is balanced diet. You can, if you want, I will be asking you one question later in the last. So you take screenshot of these food pyramid, and you have to prepare your balanced diet from this pyramid, right? So you all have understood this food pyramid, beta? Everybody, you want me to explain something more? Hello, have you understood? You have any question regarding this?
No, miss.
Okay, shall I move further?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now after food pyramids, they say that why we should have balanced diet. So I want balanced diet. I'll be eating balanced diet because I want to work hard. I want to increase my capacity to work. So I will have balanced diet. Also, I want good physical and mental health. Physical means you want to be strong. What is mental health? Mental health means you want to be happy every time. You want to use your brain. You want to solve your maths problem, right? So if you have balanced diet, your brain will work fast and you will become very scholar, right? Also increase capacity to fight disease. See, you want to increase your capacity to fight against diseases. It is not you have to fight with your brother and sister at home or with your friend at school, right? You want to fight against diseases. That's why you want balanced diet. Also, balanced diet helps in proper growth of your body, right? You want to increase your height, you want to look smart, right? So you will increase your diet. Okay, apart from having balanced diet, we also need exercise. Don't go on eating. You need exercise also. You nowadays you can't go out, but some exercise you can do it at your home to keep yourself fit and healthy, right? Now this is the nutrient which is required in our body. Like see how you clean your home, you swipe na at your home, हम झाड़ू निकालते हैं घर में. The same way this fiber वो हमारी बॉडी में झाड़ू निकालते हैं. Like fiber, if you eat proper vegetables, fruits, sprouts, cereals, they have fiber in them. So you get good amount of fiber in sufficient quantity. So you will have, your body will be clean from inside. And most important thing is water. You know, children, every day at least 6 to 7 glass of water you should drink, because along with all the nutrients, our body also need enough supply of water. And for this purpose, it is not that you should always drink water. Sometimes you don't feel like drinking water, you can include milk, buttermilk, lemon juice. See, lemon juice is very important nowadays. Every day, I'll suggest you one thing. After you take your dinner and lunch, after taking your lunch, in a glass of water, squeeze half lemon and drink that lemon juice, because it helps to fight against this our enemy corona, right? So lemon juice is also necessary, but don't add sugar into it, only water and lemon. Even you can have sherbets, but don't tell your mommy, teacher has told us to drink sherbet, then your mommy will call me. So sherbet, it's okay once in a week if you will drink. But fruit juices is very important. You can have fruit juices and lot of water, right? Now, as I'm telling you to eat, there are two more concepts. That is malnutrition. What is malnutrition? See this child, how pale and weak he is. Why this has happened? Because whatever nutrient need is there for his body, he is not getting, whatever may be the reason. But as he is not getting proper nutrient, he has become so pale. So we call that he is suffering from malnutrition, right? Malnutrition means he is not getting proper diet or proper nutrient in his body. Whereas down you can see this chubby child, these two are eating nicely in McDonald's. See, they're eating chips and that what it is called, Coca-Cola, right? So but they are eating more diet, whatever is required, they are eating more. If they need one burger, they are eating 4 burgers. So they are having over nutrition, so they are becoming chubby, right? See this boy, it is so it looks very good at but it has if you become like this, you will have many problems. You cannot walk, it's so heavy, your body will be very heavy, right? See, there are some pictures. See, your mouth will be watering now. Pankini, you don't eat vada pav and samosa. Yesterday you were telling, right? But
Yes.
but when you see this picture, मुंह में पानी तो आ ही जाता है, right?
No, Miss, my mother and me have made this at my home.
Absolutely, very good. But we eat, we like pizzas and samosas and burgers and donuts, right? But okay, if you eat in some little amount, it is okay. But there are some children, they are eating regularly. You must have seen when you leave your school in the evening, there are certain people who go directly straight away to that vada pav wala uncle and they eat vada pav or samosa pav, right? So these are all junk food, right? This junk food looks good, but they are not good for our health. Because if you eat junk food, you will face a problem of obesity. You'll become obese. Obese means, look at his stomach. He's every day is measuring his stomach, how his stomach has gone. And this person is handing soda and burger he has made friend with soda and burger. But he doesn't know that this will lead him to obesity. And you know, children, what will happen? If you will become obese, if you will become very fat, see, you will have problem of walking and doing exercise. And one more problem, I'll tell you, all your friends will tease you. They will call you a chubby, a mota, a jadia. You don't want all those things. So you should not eat junk food more, right? Once in a week or once in a month, it is okay. But everyday eating will make you jadia like this. You don't want like this motu kind of thing, na? So please don't eat all those junk foods very often, right? So if you want to avoid obesity, can you tell me, you don't want to be chubby, what you will do? What you will do if you don't want to be like this? What you will do?
Miss,
Yes.
we eat our natural food like apples and fruits and nutrients we get, and our homemade food we should eat, and
Correct.
on the balance we should eat all things.
You shouldn't eat junk food, as I said. Karthik, you were telling something. Karthik, you want to answer? Karthik, you want to answer, beta? Okay, I hope you all have understood. So how to, what is obesity, you all have understood what is obesity, eating of more junk food. Okay, so to avoid obesity, you should have balanced diet and eat whole grains, eat fruits and vegetables with their skin. See, many people eat apple, they remove their skin. You should not remove the skin of apple. You should wash it and eat directly. Even chiku, they remove the skin. Don't remove the skin of banana. You will have to remove the skin. You can't eat with the skin. But the fruit which you can eat with the skin, please eat along with the skin, that vegetables and fruits. Okay. So eat that. Even increase use of bicycles. Bicycle will help you to it's a kind of exercise, right? So you can use bicycles and play more of outdoor games. And nowadays I can't tell you, but when this corona will go, you have to play more. Don't be just on mobile and on your video games on your TV. You have to play more outdoor games. But what you don't have to do is do not eat if you are not hungry. You are not hungry and your friend is saying chalna vada pav khate hain, but if you are not feeling hungry, you should not go, right? Why you are increasing more of food in your diet unnecessarily? Okay, don't eat while watching TV. Many of you have this habit, because when we watch TV, we don't know, our total concentration is on Shinchan and on Doraemon. We don't know what we are eating. If your mommy give you 3-4 more chapatis, you will eat that. So don't eat while watching TV, right? Then do not use motor vehicles for traveling. Suppose your school is at nearby distance, walk and go. Don't use rickshaws and bus. If you can travel every day, you are a child, you can walk for 15 to 20 minutes every day, right? So try to walk more and avoid pre-cooked packaged food. Pre-cooked packaged food, these are mainly available in Western countries. They have cooked food, then they bring it at home, they heat it in microwave and they eat. So generally we in India, we don't do this. Your mommy will cook for you freshly. They will give you, mommy will give you fresh food because she loves you a lot. At any time she will make chapatis for you. At any time if you will say mommy make poha, she will make you poha for you. But avoid eating pre-cooked food, right? So this way you can avoid becoming chubby or mota, right? Now the next topic is adulteration of food. What is adulteration? Have you heard about this term adulteration? Anyone? Have you ever heard about this term adulteration? Adulteration means what? See, adulteration is in order to get more profit. Some cheap people, some cunning people, what they do, they add cheap substances to our food stuff. They mixed some cheap thing to our food stuff, and these substances are called adulterants, and they will, by adding them to food stuff, it is called adulteration of food. So adulteration is very dangerous. You must have seen some videos on WhatsApp preparing milk from chemicals and all. Nowadays you can see some videos on, they generally comes on WhatsApp. So they will harm our health. So such adulterated food is impure and harmful, and it's so unfit for our consumption also. So always remember, this adulteration of food is a crime. If somebody catch you by adulterating, if you are adulterating food and somebody catch you, you will get the jail. So do not eat, and also do not eat this adulterated food also. That is why your mommy always clean rice and cereals and all. So these are the example. You can take screenshot of this. So in milk they what they mix water. They mix chemicals like urea and starch. When they mix urea and starch to milk, your milk appear to be very nice, and when you boiled it, you get nice layer of cream. But it is because of urea and starch. When you buy chili powder, मिर्ची का पाउडर, they add brick powder, red color का brick होता है, they crush that, they mix that brick powder and powdered pumpkin in chili powder. In peppercorns they use papaya seeds. Even when you eat ice cream, sometimes to make ice cream fluffy or soft, they use washing soda, they use pepper pods. Even in rice, you must have seen your rice. If you feel clean rice, you'll get small white stone into the rice. And in peanuts, you will get reddish pebbles and stones. Right? So you all have understood. These are the things they mix to get benefit. But this will, in return, it harms our health. So children, you all have understood the lesson? Everyone? You can unmute your mic and tell me. Yes,
Yes, miss. I have understood the lesson.
Okay. You find it interesting? Is it interesting? Okay. So what is your homework is, you have to prepare a list of food you will eat. And I am telling you to make.
Yes, miss. I have interested in this lecture.
Okay, thank you so much, beta. So
Yes, miss, I am also understood, and this lesson is very nice.
thank
And
you,
have a
Pooja.
nice day.
Thank you, Pooja. Okay, what you will do, you will prepare a thali for you. Huh? Today you will make thali in your notebook, right? You will include the list of food which I have shown you now, that pyramid, from that pyramid, and you will prepare a balanced diet from, and include all the nutrients. Children, remember all those pictures of diseases. Huh? So you will prepare nice thali, right? Thank you so much, everyone. You being such a nice student. I really like your class. I always like to teach you because you are so intelligent. Thank you so much, children. Thanks a lot.
Miss,
Mhm. Yes, beta.
homework. Where is the homework?
Homework I gave you, no, bacha? I gave you. You have to prepare a balanced diet, huh? And you have to send it to your teacher. Okay. So children, please go to YouTube and BMC Standard 6 English. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel.